right, we're here live. It's your boy NJ Insight. We're on interview number 7. So it's my man's IP-Akio. I don't know if I say that right, but there's his handle. You follow him, bringing him right in. I didn't even talk to him first. We're going right into this. What's up, IP?
Not much, man. How you doing? How's everything?
Yo, we're doing it, man. We're here. I'm gonna take your handle down. People can see it though. I'm gonna put
Sounds good.
You. I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, man. Christmas was good. Now I'm just buried deep in recording, so I'm kind of losing my mind, you know.
I love it. Yeah, I got some music questions for you too, and that's also how we're gonna break into this a little bit. First thing I always got to ask is, what's your description of MMA Twitter? What we call MMA Twitter.
That's pretty wacky. It's cool though. I've met some really nice people off MMA Twitter, so zero complaints, to be honest. I met you and a lot of good people's on here. A lot of good people's. It can get whack with some kiddie stuff, but overall, it's good. If you're coming for information and you want to find some cool stuff out, see how the cool accounts are. They're pretty available, you know.
Yeah, and I kind of feel that you definitely get the news way faster for MMA on Twitter, because the news outlets don't cover it so well, right? Like, I mean, they cover it, but like, I feel like we get information way faster on Twitter.
We do. There's no doubt. There's no question, because there's a bunch of hardcore people out here who love this stuff. So it's perfect.
Yeah, and almost like the accounts are almost, some of those guys are in with the press too. Like they're like, they're like, those are the dudes. So what got you, before we get to your music and stuff, and we're gonna talk Japan too, by the way. What got you into MMA?
Oh, back in the day, man, watching like the old school stuff with the zero weight classes, watching Tank Abbott just knock people out and stuff like that. And then the Hoist Gracie stuff. That was it, man. I grew up like young Japanese guy. Grandfather made me take judo. Wasn't very nice guy. But after that, you have no choice. So where you're going to go, you're not going to watch wrestling. Boxing was pretty cool, watching Mike Tyson bite people up, but it needed something more. So MMA was dope. How could you not, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you go that far back, which is cool, because there's a bunch of generations, and rest in peace to Stephen Bonner. But I came in when you came in. Like I used to go to the video store and be like, what is this? And like, it was like, Shamrock on the cover, and I'd rent it. Like I wasn't watching it live then, late in the 90s. But I go rent it. And then there's the Stephen Bonner, Forrest Griffin generation, which is after us,
that's the tough stuff, yeah.
Which they came in, the tough guys, Lieben, Diego Sanchez, and Bonner. The Bonner Forrest fight really like sealed that generation. Then there's the Connor generation, right?
Yeah, that's the newer generation.
Yeah, and then off the Connor tree, you have like, I think guys that got in with Connor, then they love Tony. Like even though Tony was there first, there's like that coalition, the coalition, and now we got the new wave, which is the O'Malley, Patty type generation, right? Yeah.
The super, what's the Gen Z, whatever it's called.
Yeah. So we're kind of like the grandpas then, right?
We are. We're the OG grandfathers. It's pretty dope, though.
It is dope, but like, it's funny because sometimes they don't listen to us. I'm like, yo, what? Like, what are you talking about?
No,
like,
they're not gonna listen. They're not gonna listen to you, nor me, nor anybody like that. If you don't like Sean O'Malley, then they're not gonna like you.
Right. And the funny part is, like, too, like when I do my picks, like all these new guys too, like, and I got friends with a bunch of them, like the algorithm guys, like, and I'll do my picks and it'll be similar. I'm like, I didn't even like. Yeah.
Don't bother. And God bless Tony too. I'm so sad with Tony Ferguson, man.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he had that bang out with Diaz. It was a beautiful fight. Like watching Hamzat, like I don't know what he was doing, but watching that just happen overnight was beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was cool because Nate was perfect for him, because Nate's not a knockout guy. So because Tony's chin is gone. Like, I'm an Edgar guy. I'm from Jersey, but once your chin is gone, it's gone. And the newer fan is funny because like, you can't fix that after 35. Like your chin is gone.
No. Yeah, you're kind of done.
But that doesn't mean you had a bad chin. Like a lot of those guys that get their chin broken had the best chins before it got broke, right?
That's right. That's right. They're not machines. They're only people. You know what I mean? You can only take so many shins to the dome, etc., and then that's it.
Like, who do you think? We're going to get to MMA questions in a minute. But who do you think had the best? Who do you think had the best chin overall ever in any combat like that you've seen since you go so far back?
That's a big question. We know Randy Couture's chin was good at one point in time. until Machida kicked him in the face. Yeah. Tony's was the best. Tony's was just, it was fantastic.
What about Nate though?
Yeah, well, hey, I'm a big Diaz dude, and still to this day, he's got a chin like no other. He just got scar tissue everywhere on his face. Right. So
I'm surprised he's never been put cold because, like, all right, there's guys that have chins, and then there's guys that hide chins. Like, say, like a Hamza, we don't know if he has a chin because he doesn't want to get hit. Like Nate, Tony, those guys would get hit. I mean,
yeah. You saw Hamza's chin a little bit in the Gilbert fight, but then again, that's Gilbert punching upwards towards his face too. Like, he's a big dude.
And I didn't really like the chin I really saw. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't have a chin, but I don't know. Somebody's talking about Gon's chin. I'm like, well, we haven't really seen Gon get hit too much yet. Like,
that's true.
Well, like knew Tony had a chin because Tony was taking baseball
shots to the grill. It's true. Right? Shots to the grill.
All right, so I got a couple more questions before we get into like some more MMA. Then the rapid fire I got set up for you.
Go ahead, bro.
So you're an artist and musician. I've seen some of your drawings recently. Those are your drawings, right?
Sometimes they're mine. If they're not mine, then I won't take credit for them, of course, right?
Now they're dope. And we'll talk about the music, but the art. So I went to school for graphic arts because I'm a visual learner, but I wasn't the greatest artist. So some of the artists, I think, art is tough because people can be real mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like artists.
Yeah, and you make no money.
Yeah, but they can be like mean. Like, I look at your stuff and like talk shit. And I'm thinking like I use my art now in my job so I can like make something visual quick, like real fast. But it's not gonna be like an artist like you. But
I don't know about that. You're giving yourself nothing.
What's your favorite genre of art? Like, what's your favorite to do?
If I can throw down, I'd rather just do oil paintings, things of that nature, stuff right at home, kinetic stuff right in front of me, as opposed to doing digital art. It's harder. For me, it is. Because I'm an old school guy and I want like pencil on paper, etc. Something like that.
Yeah, you're sticking to the old school. I love it.
I know.
Now, you have MMA drawings. Like, which one's your favorite one you've done so far, like of your own?
I haven't done them in a while. They were all back when I was under my old handle. There was some really cool stuff I did. It's usually just stupid ass meme ones though. Let's be honest here, right? It's not going to be anything profound that's going to blow your mind. I know Thiago Santos, I took his head on his Twitter page and I threw it on a Baby Yoda. And he loved it. He reposted it. He loved the crap out of it because he went to Disney World. And I'm like, I got to put those Baby Yoda ears on this guy's head right now. And it worked out.
I got to do this. Yeah,
I have to do this. Even though I'm scared of the Maheta, but him, that's another guy. Holy Christ, man.
Yeah.
What happened? Well, his knees, both knees, all gone.
Yeah. Again, when you losing your wheels is tough. But you've seen guys adjust to losing their wheels. Losing your chin is over. Like, I mean, look at even like a boxer like Nassim Hamed. Not Nassim Hamed. What was the guy from England? He lost his Khan. Amir Khan. Like Khan would be. You knew Khan for the first 3 rounds would kill a dude, and you're like, all right, when is he going to get hit on the button? Because when he gets hit on the button, that's a wrap.
That's true. That's true.
So, but the wheels when they went, like, he was such a specimen, but like almost like too strong, that guy, and you knew his wheels would probably fall off.
It's true. You see you see him knock out Jan, just like in a fleeting punch. He was when he was good, he was just like all of our guys though. When they're good, they're amazing.
Yeah.
And when it's gone, it's really gone. So
it's gone. I mean, there's some guys like Anderson Silva's performance versus Izzy was pretty cool, and versus DC. They didn't finish him, so his chin seemed broken for a minute, but like true. Anderson Silva, some guys are just gladiators. I think
that's true.
They could just do it. Like he's kind of special, I guess.
Okay, so here's someone who never gets knocked out. What about Yoel Romero?
Yeah,
it's
funny. I feel like guys don't. He has a good chin and he doesn't age. He's Cuban, so we don't know how old he is. But like I feel like some guys didn't exchange with him like they would want.
True. People are scared. They're nervous with him, and I would be too. The guy's made of concrete, so
the dude looks like a freaking silverback.
It's true. This is all true.
Now we got the music question. That's like your forte too. Like, what's your deal with that? Like, tell us some more about that.
We're talking about genres of music or what?
Yeah, like what do you do with it? I don't music. I love, but I don't really. I don't understand how to do it. So
so production mixing from the ground up. I play guitar 23 years, bass guitar as well. I can do some drums. Usually my drums I map out digitally, use a sequencer, things like that. But so that's what I do. I can do some hip hop stuff too. I'm a big 80s, 90s hip hop guy. Even now there is good stuff, like Vinny from, and all the Jedi Mind Tricks guys and all that wicked stuff. But for me, I'm a death metal guy. I'm an alternative metal guy, Deftones all the way. So it's cool. Most 90s stuff that is still relevant now, it is, man. It's all good tunes. So I just plug away and try to make as much music as I possibly can. But again, God, you're not gonna get paid for it right now. So
Have you ever got? Hey, I'm always looking for like intro song and stuff on my stuff. I usually just steal it from YouTube, and I'll speed it up so it doesn't get like flagged. I'll like change.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up with the Killer Hippie at all? I know he loves music too. The Killer Hippie.
No.
Yeah, I did a first interview with him. He's very like I don't know. He's a guitar guy himself, and like he's I don't know. Like he's like a. You musicians are kind of like different breed, but like I guess he can only make it when he's in a certain mode. I don't know. Like
I get it. No.
You should hook up with him because he's
okay. I will. I'll add him up.
I mean, it might not work, but it might. I don't know because I don't know much about music. One of my good friends growing up was a death metal singer, though. He actually he tried out for Killswitch when the guy left. He said
when Adam left. Yeah.
Before Howard Jones took over, because my buddy was good at screaming and singing.
No. That's Jesse. That's Jesse, the guy who left. Yeah,
Jesse and then left. Howard took over. There's something you don't know about me too. I looked, but I used to go to Ozfest all the time. And
so you're a freak. You were a freak.
So I'm in the Wall of Death for Lamb of God, right? And it's not my forte, so I'm not like a true metalhead, but I do rap too. But I would stay in the second wave or so of the Wall of Death.
I would too.
And then, like, the first people get mowed down, then you go through. But little known story, before I had health insurance, I was 22 or 23, maybe. I know Canada, you guys got health insurance. We don't. U.S., you got to have a job that has it. I was a bartender or something, I didn't have it. So I'm going through we're on the grass now, we're at the main stage, and Disturbed is on. So you got more meatheads in the pit, not like real metal guys in the pit.
That's true.
I'm going through. I can see people are going with their elbows a little high. So I'm like, my buddy's like, let's we went through a bunch. So I'm like, let's go. I'll go through one more time, and bow! Like I don't even know where it came from. I'm like, and I take off my shirt and I'm like, put it up to my face, like blood. My nose is broken, so I'm like, shit. So I go into the PNC Arts, and obviously I'm inebriated. I'm in the bathroom, and I look at my nose, and it's crooked. I'm like, God damn, I don't have health insurance. Isn't that funny? Like your first thought is I don't have health insurance. Like
that's all you care. That's all you care about.
So I take my shirt, right, and I push it as hard as I can back, and I hear it snap, and I'm like, oh,
nasty. Hey, that's
all right. So my friend looks at it, and he's like, I could maybe fix it more. I'm like, no. So I then Korn goes on. I'm just putting ice on my face. I ruins the rest of the main stage for me, but I never even raccooned up, and I'm pretty light, so I must have snapped it back in place so fast. Perfect. Yeah, crazy. Never touched the skin. Check it out. Yeah.
Yo, it's perfect. You're immaculate. Look at you.
I don't know. I did my own. I don't need health insurance.
No, you don't. Fuck Obamacare. You're good.
But the lesson was don't go through the Disturbed pits because you have a different breed of idiot in that.
Yes, you do. Same with hate breed pits. Same with all those guys. Or as I call them, hat breed, because everybody's wearing a baseball hat and throwing elbows and deliberately trying to fuck each other up.
Right. And the guys in the Disturbed pit are the guys that would get fucked up going into like the real pit. Like those dudes out like the metalheads with Target. Like, yo, we're gonna fucking teach him a lesson.
That's true.
So next question: you think fighters should get paid more? That's a big talk on MMA Twitter, obviously. Some people, I don't know if they're Dana White backers or whatever. They think like they only work 3 times a month or 2 times a year. And they don't work that because they got to train. Like it's but like what do you think? What on fighter pay?
Fighter pay should be higher. It's stupid. It's stupid that it's so low. You know this. I know this. People begging for bonuses. Yeah. Like that's the last thing you want to do at the end of a battle. When you went 5 rounds and just smash someone's face in and vice versa. No, it depends on, the circumstances are always going to change. There's lots of variables. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I think everybody agrees. I'm not going to back Dana. Why would you do that? Yeah, that's horrible. Because look at the other sports. Look at in other leagues. Look at the amount of money they're making. It's absurd and it's stupid. So share it around. Of course.
Yeah. And I got a couple thoughts on it. like when he took away being able to put sponsors on your shorts and stuff. I get he got a deal and it helps some, maybe the lowest guys because they got a bigger cut. But like some of the mid-range guys, if they could wear like sponsors, they would make a lot more money. You know what I mean? Like the Sean Brady level guys, or like you know, look, Connor can get, he does his own, and Oscar. Once you get to a certain point, it doesn't matter. But I think the mid-grade guys, the sponsorship being pulled hurt.
Of course, big time.
Yeah,
big time. You remember when we used to watch? That's all it was, man. You like know your fighter just by all the sponsors on his shorts.
And then the last thing for this topic is like Stephan Bonnar, for instance, that we spoke about. Like that fight with Forrest got people into it. Now we can't say how you're going to spend your money, and some of these guys don't invest well, but like his life was altered by that fight. You could tell when somebody gets changed by something. And I'm not saying he would have lived longer if he didn't have that fight, but he lost some of his life force in that fight.
Well, and that's why you deserve better fighter pay too, right? Because who knows what the CT is going to hit or whatever's going to hit. Yeah. When you need it, that's it. It could be like your last fight is your last fight.
Yeah, and I mean, his family lost time with him because of that fight, but he gained so many people to the sport, which helps everybody in the sport. But definitely changed. Like kind of like Antonio Brown when he got hit by Burfict. I'm like, dude, like somebody was like, Antonio Brown's an asshole. He really wasn't till that moment. Like,
that's true. That's true. Very true.
So you can kind of see that. Now, next, we're going to discuss Japan. Now, I've recently become big on Japan, and I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me.
It's kind of outside. It's kind of crazy. My grandfather fought against the Japanese in World War II. I have a Japanese third of a flag with blood on it that he took from a soldier. I have it now. He died when I was in 6th grade, but my grandma gave it to me recently, and I looked it up, and kind of cool. Like, I guess if you were going to war, you would bring your flag, the whole flag, and you would have your neighbors or loved ones write like off the red circle.
Yeah,
off
the rising sun. The rising sun.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like. So, and the flag is cool. I guess my grandfather, when they killed the soldier, they took they cut into thirds and they kept it.
Understandable, yeah.
And I looked it up, and a lot of these old soldiers that are still alive, which they're almost all gone, they're actually finding the Japanese soldier and sending it back to their family, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
They have it. Now, the reason I've been into the Japanese is this. With all this shit going on right now, I feel like the Japanese are not somebody to fuck with.
Always.
Like, they fucked up China like 3 or 4 times over the time periods. Like, fuck China. That's like Cuba coming here and dismantling the United States. Like,
it's true.
A little country, like little island.
It wasn't a good thing though what the Japanese did way back then, but it's like that's out of my wheelhouse, out of my grandfather's.
I'm not even looking into that. I'm just looking into like who you don't fuck with. So
it's true.
So like the only Hitler's over there dominating Europe, right? And Hitler's like, we're not gonna go hit the U.S.
No.
Japan's like, we'll handle this, okay? Like we'll go. Their plan was to hit Pearl Harbor and then take over our West Coast. Like they were ready to come fuck up the United States. Like there's only one country that has put their name on coming here other than the British and stuff and hitting the United States, and it's Japan.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. Scary dudes.
Then, like some of the stuff doing in school talking about like the samurais and and the I guess like their credo is like we are the better than the rest of the world. Right?
Yeah, the old school way of thinking, because remember, there were no outsiders allowed in Japan for a very, very long time. So you just think the way a Japanese person does, everything's kept in, the culture is very, very tightly wound. So it makes sense they act like that. And plus, samurais were dope. Let's be honest.
Yo, the Japanese, I'm saying, are gangster shit. So like, and what disturbed my grandfather, because he was a machine gunner. So he, in a battle, if I'm killing you, it's a battle. I get you're a soldier. What disturbed him, and I think maybe he ended up breaking his life down earlier than it should be, like Bonner, is when they would take prisoners, they would put their hands up, but they couldn't take Japanese prisoners because those motherfuckers would blow themselves up on you.
Oh,
so
they did the bonsai thing. Yeah, you're done.
They would just have to mow them down. Like, so my grandfather supposedly was disturbed by not shooting them in the battle, but shooting them when they were surrendered, because like it might be somebody that wasn't going to blow themselves up, but they couldn't risk taking them.
No. Yeah, that's pretty ruthless though.
I mean, they're so gangster. Like I started looking at them, they're gangster shit. Like and I feel like if the Japanese and Germans would have won the World War II, the Japanese would have gone and fucked up Germany too at some point. They were like, yo, like this might be a partnership right now, but we're gonna ride on you too.
It's not going to be. Yeah, it's not going to be.
Yo, that's my thing right now. So North Korea is talking about, talking shit about South Korea, the United States, and Japan. I'm like, you want to talk about the USA and South Korea? Fine. Yo, I wouldn't keep my mouth shut about messing with the Japanese, because I think we're letting them arm back up. And it's like, yo, hey, China, you don't want us to unleash the Japanese on you again. Because you know what happens. We don't, like, the Japanese, they don't give a shit about how big China is now. Like, they're like, yo, we're the fucking Japanese.
It's true. It's true. They're kamikazes, bro.
Yo, they're talking about going to Taiwan. Obviously, China not talking about going to mess with Japan. They know better.
No. They know that's not going to happen. There's too much weird stuff going on there.
I love it, man. Anyway, so we got 4 more questions of MMA stuff. Then we're going to do the rapid fire.
Sure, man.
Rapid fire. Hope you're ready. I know you're an artist. You could think quick, man. You got some creative.
I hope so. If not, I'm going to look like a jackass. It's fine.
So who's your favorite fighter of all time? Is the MMA question here?
Holy shit. Okay, it's a good question. We could go with like a GSP just because he's solid, but then at the same time, I don't know. I'd really have to really think about this. But okay, we'll start. Well, I'll go with GSP because I'm a Canadian guy, and I like the French Canadians too. They're pretty dope.
Okay. All right. Who's your favorite current fighter? Because I like when you through GSP is done. So who's your current favorite fighter?
A lot of people won't like this. I got a couple. Well, I like Chito. I like Chito Vera. I like him, man. I think he's dope, and I know he just came off a loss. No, he didn't lose.
He beat the shit out of Font.
Oh yeah, shit. See, I'm assuming my fighters are losing preemptively.
Well, he actually landed less shots, but whatever punch he landed on Font dropped him. Like every punch he landed dropped him. Font was hitting him with combos, and then Font's face became.
Oh yeah, that was the last fight. Yeah, Font's good though. Font is good. So to see him get, like, I remember his face was just mashed up. Like MJ said, it was mashed
almost
up.
like a piece of clay. Like it
was nasty. It was nasty. Yeah, Chito's one of my guys, and then I don't know, man. I'm losing all my fighters now. Now I have to invest in all these. Like Dober's cool. That was a nice win. He just smashed. I don't see him. Who's he supposed to fight? Chandler?
Yeah, Dober's on the come up. That's a handsome bastard too, right?
It's the truth.
I was liking Bryce till he started bitching about.
I don't know what that was. Yeah, that was back.
And then retiring, bro. You took a loss. Like, let's fucking take.
Yeah, just be quiet and take it like a man. You're all good to go. But did you listen to his rap stuff though?
I like his raps. I think they're all right.
Oh my god, I don't know if I'm on board with that.
No. Who else does that though?
It's true. It's true. He's himself.
You ever hear Clint Dempsey's rap? Clint Dempsey, soccer player, U.S. did a rap. Yeah. Like, hey, he takes balls to do a rap. I'm okay.
It's true. I'll give you that. You're right.
I mean, yeah. Look. Yesterday I started listening to this Big Clit because of Twitter. Twitter fucked me up yesterday with this Big Clit rapper. This chick, she used to be in the Indigo something. She was like a little. She looks white, but she's mixed, and she's saying the N-word. I'm like, how is this? So I'm starting investigating. How is this girl allowed to say the N-word? Because I get there's passes given, but not given to do it in public.
Yeah, like, but her name's Big Clit though.
Yeah, so I put one song up. It's called War. It's only a minute long. It's almost like some Mad Max of Thunderdome shit.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's good.
No, but for shock value, for something to listen to, it's all right.
It's real catchy, man. Like,
okay.
It's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. The name is pretty embarrassing.
It's bad. But
this is like junk food for the ears, bro.
Yo, it's like
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yo.
So basically, you're telling me I gotta, as soon as I'm done this, I gotta listen to Big Clit now.
Yo, so she's got this like her videos, and she's kind of hot in a weird Mad Max Thunderdome kind of way. She's 28. if you look her up when she was this indigo or whatever, she's like, they had her as like a bubble gum looking like pop. It's crazy how they can repackage your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They just rearrange you, and post you out.
Yeah, like they can erase your tattoos and make you into like Jonas Brother right now, bro. Like you could be black, you could be Japanese, you could be anything you want.
Yeah, could be Blackanese, bro.
Blackanese, yo, like and that song is like hypnotically catchy, but so bad.
Bro, it's junk food. It's junk food for the ears. It's good though, but sometimes we need to eat shitty, right?
Yeah, I mean, the reason I think it's good is like it reminds me of like the apocalypse coming or some shit. Like it's like a marching song to the apocalypse. Like if the apocalypse comes, Big Clit will be the soundtrack.
It sounds right. Big Clit is matching out with the apocalypse. I like it.
Yo, who's your least favorite fighter of all time?
All time. I didn't like Silva Anderson when he was Mr. Cocky, but then that worked itself out. Say all time's hard. I'll say O'Malley right now. I don't like O'Malley. I never will under any circumstance. He's talented. I get that, but he's obnoxious, and I can't stand him. And I don't like anything about him. Anything.
Yeah, yo. So back to Cheeto for 1 second. My little cousin, he's 25. He fights. He's done 2 amateur fights, and he works at a gym. That's kind of his thing, which is cool because. Remember, when we were young, this wasn't an option. You could do Taekwondo, you could do wrestling. You couldn't do MMA. There was no MMA when we were young. No. But he came over talking about Cheeto before Cheeto was too big. Before he might have fought O'Malley. He's like, yo, I like this Vera guy. He says he fought in 1,000 street fights. And Cheeto says he lost a lot of them.
Yeah.
Like, admitted, I lost probably 40% of them. I got my ass kicked. But that's he's lost 400 fights.
It's true. It's a lot of fights to lose.
But my cousin likes O'Malley since the jump too. And I'm like, all right, he's got some skills, but what I really don't like about Sean, I didn't see the Jan fight because it was on so early. I didn't really actually go back and watch it. But up until then, I feel like you never have to question a wrestler or a combat sports person's heart because they're not really afraid. I mean, Mike Tyson, I think, did scare men, but they're not really afraid of another fighter or losing. It's part of their job. But I feel like Sean can be when he fought Cheeto, it was almost like his manhood was tested. He was like, I'm out. I'm not dealing with this right now. And to me, that's weird. And then number 2, what I don't like about Sean is, based on drugs, he's talking about trying heroin in one interview and how you can do that. And he's got a following of kids. And there's some people that can try it and like he did, but there's other people that can't and die.
It's not suggested. It's not a suggested thing. You do
it's
that
not like weed or something that heroin, meth, and crack, I think, should be in their own little zone. And I feel you as a role model, he shouldn't if 1 or 2 kids try it because they hear Sean says you can do that, and then they become addicts. He fucked up. They just keep their mouth shut.
That's true. That's true. And that's why you got to like professional fighters, Jose Aldo's, GSPs, people setting the tone. Sure, it's not fun sometimes and it can be boring, but they're like true martial artists. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So let's go with this. Who would you like to fight in an MMA match from MMA Twitter? So say you got to fight a handle. Who are you fighting? I'm gonna fight
Hog. That's it. It's going down. It's going down. But it's gonna be a hardcore match, kind of like an MMA hardcore. I gotta bring skateboards, trash cans, because I'm gonna need a lot of help.
I was thinking, could you tie one of his arms back, maybe, or tie both?
No need. I'll just run really fast for the most part and just evade him and just hit him with everything I got.
That looks like UFC 1, right? Run around,
tire
the big man out, and then come get him.
That's it. So Hog, he'd be my guy. Hog's good people.
It's kind of sad though. So that's what got us into MMA, watching dudes like Hog fight dudes like you. So we actually got in probably on the worst shit. We're like, yo, I like this. That's what
it was wild. It was like circus. It was circus stuff back then.
You was. All right, so we're gonna hit the rapid fire now. Okay. Yeah. So not a lot of thought here. Just go with your answer. I'll say if it's a like of yours or you'll see. So I think it's 25. Let's see, 26. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Carrots or celery?
Carrots.
Toyota or Mitsubishi for the Japanese?
Mitsubishi.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Your tattoos, you like colored or black and white?
Black and white.
That's easy for artists. I knew that. Kill switch engage or Lamb of God?
Lamb of God.
All right. Favorite planet?
Neptune.
Nice. Favorite part of the movie Gladiator?
When he's running his hands through the wheat.
All right.
Yeah,
Tacos, soft or hard shell?
Soft.
Yeah, only one person said hard tacos. I like hard shell, but it's one person only I've done is everybody loves soft. Favorite TV show?
Holy shit, Seinfeld.
As a Canadian, you like US or Mexico better?
Mexico.
Is Canada really so great?
No.
Anthems or ballads?
Anthems.
Favorite rapper?
KRS-One.
Best metal singer of all time?
Chino Moreno from the Deftones.
Dennis or Shab?
Oh shit, Shab, I guess if I have to.
Hershey Bar or Mr. Goodbar?
Hershey.
Favorite video game?
Street Fighter.
You got Mortal Kombat on your damn.
I know, but I'm a Street Fighter dude too, bro.
God or no God?
No God.
Gymnasts or figure skaters? Ooh.
Figure skater.
Apple or Droid?
Droid.
Dentist or prostate?
Prostate. Woo!
That's how bad the dentist is. Grizzly or polar bear?
Grizzly bear all the way.
Two of the best killers in
Absolutely.
Favorite Twitter handle?
This guy right here, New Jersey MMA Insight, baby.
Yes, finally somebody got the right answer on it. Soda or water?
We don't call it soda, but I'll take water.
Good man. That's what I got here. Favorite Japanese food?
Sashimi.
I don't know what that is, but I like try it. Standing or shoot? Are you standing or are you shooting in a fight?
Standing.
Nice. All right, that's it for those rapid fire. Wait, nice job on the rapid fire. And then I guess before we close out the show, we're over 3 minutes. What I like to do, I like to be 30 minutes on these, but me and you were rapping. So
that's right. That's right.
What are you doing for New Year's Eve? IP.
New Year's, I'm gonna play it super low key because I'm usually a madman. I get myself into a lot of trouble. So this year I'm 36 and I'm gonna act like an adult. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play it close.
You haven't even had the prostate yet, man.
Nobody?
You haven't had it, right?
No, not yet. But I trust me, I'd be down. It'd be fine. I hate the dentist. It's the worst.
Yeah, the prostate.
Uh-oh.
No, I mean, like I was 39 and they had all this stuff out at my physical. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I got mentally prepared because I'm in the room by myself and I'm like, all right, I guess it's time. Maybe they want to do it early. My dad had prostate cancer, so all right, fuck it. So I got mentally prepared. They got the glove, they got the stuff, and I'm like, all right. And then he walks in, he's like, you're 39, so we're good here. I'm like, yeah, they mind fucked me right there. I was prepared for the situation.
Yeah.
Then I had it, and then the year later, we got somebody here. We got straight up menace sausage panel. Yeah. I don't know what that means, but cool.
Someone's a menace.
Yeah, he's menacing. So So then during COVID, I went for that physical, and he's like, yeah, we're not doing invasive stuff, so you're good. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then so I always get my blood levels run first. That's they check your PSI level. And your PSI level looks good. I'm like, oh, so we don't need the other one, right? He's like, nah, we do. I'm like, God damn. So, but anyway, my dentist has laughing gas. So,
that's sick. That's sick.
That changes. It makes it closer. The prostate's so quick. It's like a second, but
yeah. Really I don't know why I picked that prostate upon further review, but whatever. I said it, so I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah, well, we'll circle back in a few years on you.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
If your free healthcare covers that shit,
it does. Yeah, fingers of the bum are covered. No choice.
You think you're so great up there, don't you?
No, not really.
Hey man, thanks for stopping by. We finally got this in. Share it out there. And there's your handle back up on the screen. Check them out. Yo, find the Killer Hippie, man. I think, and watch the interview with them. I do because I think you guys would get along or hate each other.
Will do. You just set up Twitter stuff right there. There you go.
Yeah, I do it. I make connections. All right, man. I will see you next time.
Cheers, man. Thank you.